KUSI News who want to remain anonymous say because the curriculum keeps on changing. And we understand we have been covering from gender identity also with racism as well. But parents are going to be rallying here tonight. But just to make this clear, this topic is not on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Parents just want their voices heard. They're going to have signs out here saying we oppose, we are against CRT. So I spoke with Poway Unified School District this afternoon, just trying to get some answers for parents because they're asking why the curriculum keeps changing, why is racism taught when we have traditional textbook, American history. And according to Poway Unified School District, they're saying, why is this coming up now when this new curriculum that has been implemented in 2020 has been approved, it's already in place. So we have a board for you. I want to show you. So right now, implemented in Poway Unified School District is a racial equity and inclusion plan. So this is two optional courses for high school students. And this is teaching ethnic studies, experience of different racial groups in American history. Another topic, ethnic literature, inclusion of diverse curriculum and literature. So I spoke with Christine Peck. She is the Chief Communications Officer for Poway Unified School District. Hear what she has to say.
I want to make it very clear, Poway Unified School District is not teaching critical race theory. Yes, we have been working on racial equity and inclusion over the past year, according to our board resolution and our plan that we've worked with our students, staff, and community to implement. Part of that work includes fostering understanding and respect so that each and every one of our students feels accepted and valued at our schools. That is not critical race theory. It's disappointing to find that some people are misinformed. And when we reached out to try to have a conversation and explain what our curriculum is, we haven't gotten a response. So hopefully they will seek to understand before complaining.
Some additional questions we had for Poway Unified School District were, what are some of the questions these parents had? Like, what is the conversation? And according to PUSD, they were saying, well, of course they're going to change the curriculum because this is about the students. A lot of the students come to school talking about the Black Lives Matter movement, the death of George Floyd. And so this is something that was really important to implement and change. But again, Poway Unified School District is saying this plan was approved. It is being taught in the schools. And of course, parents always have the opportunity to review and to talk to the school about this. In fact, there is a Google form on its website, PUSD. And again, tonight's meeting has nothing to do with CRT, but parents will be here tonight expected to rally around 6 o'clock against CRT. Ginger?
All right, Teresa, we're going to be checking in with you every hour to find out what is going on and if the parents have showed up. Thank you. We'll see you next hour. Well, parents are fighting the critical race theory curriculum, which is based on two main themes. One, that white supremacy maintains power through the law. A group of Poway parents held a protest at a school district meeting this evening to voice their concerns about teaching this line of thinking. Teresa Sardina joins us live from Poway, where the meeting was held, with the very latest. Teresa, good evening.
Good evening, Ginger. That meeting was held at 6 this evening, and the CRT topic was not on the agenda, but close to 50 parents and community members rallied outside the doors here just to voice their concern. And of course, PUSD allowed public comment via Zoom. But since our 6 o'clock show, we've had a lot of response to earlier interviews, and parents were commenting saying that interview in our 6 o'clock show with PUSD was completely false. In fact, before this live shot, we were in touch with Poway Unified School District, and they say, many parents are not happy. They're getting a lot of feedback, and clearly CRT is not in the district curriculum. Well, we're going to give you a look at what took place this evening.
We are very sad to hear that the CRT has been implemented.
We were going to put them in Poway Unified until I contacted admissions at Garden Road Elementary and voiced my concerns, and I never received a phone call back.
I am against CTR. It's a divisive method which is going to actually divide people more than they already are.
Poway parents and community members rally Thursday evening in front of the Poway Unified School District building, claiming PUSD is teaching critical race theory, CRT, in schools. KUSI News discusses parent concern with PUSD.
I want to make it very clear, Poway Unified School District is not teaching critical race theory. Yes, we have been working on racial equity and inclusion over the past year, according to our board resolution and our plan that we've worked with our students, staff, and community to implement. Part of that work includes fostering understanding and respect so that each and every one of our students feels accepted and valued at our schools. That is not critical race theory. It's disappointing to find that some people are misinformed. And when we reached out to try to have a conversation and explain what our curriculum is, we haven't gotten a response. So hopefully they will seek to understand before complaining.
The curriculum in place since 2020, a racial equity and inclusion plan, 2 optional courses for high school students, 1, ethnic studies, experience of different racial groups in American history, 2, ethnic literature, inclusion of diverse curriculum and literature.
I'm most disturbed by the responses to these lessons because it is turning around and we definitely want to teach imperfections in our history. Every country has had imperfect history. What we're not teaching is balancing out with the good parts. So I believe that this curriculum is overcorrecting, and now it's marginalizing white kids.
Everybody is equal. Our family, perspective in life. I mean, I don't feel like the school has a responsibility to teach our kids that.
Many parents say adapting to distance learning during the pandemic has been challenging enough, and with the academic curriculum changing due to current events has been overwhelming.
The answer is parents need to wake up and get involved. We need to protect our children.
That entire curriculum at racial equity is listed at pusd.org, and it kind of shows you a whole rundown of what is being taught in the classes and what resources are provided. But PUSD says this curriculum has been implemented for months now, and they just don't understand why now there's so much uproar in the community. Ginger?
So, Teresa, it doesn't seem like those parents are going to go away. It doesn't seem like they got satisfied with the answers, I guess, that communications officer provided. So what do they plan to do next?
That's what they're trying to figure out. They're saying, what can we do now? They're frustrated with what is taking place in the classrooms with virtual learning. But according to PUSD, these courses are optional, so these parents could opt out. And, just in recent weeks, we have been discussing other topics like gender identity, where parents don't have a choice to opt out. So it's very controversial right now. But the message that I'm getting from a lot of parents this evening is they feel educators don't have the responsibility to be teaching about the Black Lives Matter movement, gender identity, and also racial equity. Ginger?
Yeah, certainly opens up a can of worms in the classroom that maybe many parents would prefer to manage at home. All right, Teresa, excellent reporting. Thank you.